my name is Zoe, and welcome to the at-home edition of the Sustainable Aquaculture program. This will be a series of videos that will explore the amazing world of aquaculture. If you don't know what aquaculture is, that's okay, because we will be learning about what it is and why it's important, as well as sustainability, some of the animals that are really important to aquaculture, how to take care of those animals, and in the very last video, we are going to be dissecting a squid, so stay tuned for that. So what is aquaculture? Go ahead and hit the pause button and take a minute or so to brainstorm what you think aquaculture is. Now that you've had some time to brainstorm, let's talk about what aquaculture means. If you break it down into two parts, aqua and culture, it'll make it a little bit easier. That first part, aqua, means water or aquatic. The second part, culture, refers to cultivation, which is the raising or growing of certain species. So altogether, aquaculture is the raising and growing of aquatic species. This can mean anything from fish to snails to even seaweed. This can be done for many different purposes. The main reason is for food. They can also be grown for research purposes as well as education at different aquariums and zoos. Animals such as salmon, mussels, and shrimps are oftentimes raised in aquaculture farms for food purposes. Certain squids, slugs, and crabs can be raised for biomedical research, and even certain zoos and aquariums will raise animals such as jellyfish to keep for educational purposes. Now, a farming of aquatic animals looks really different than farming land animals such as cows and pigs. Farming aquatic animals usually involves a tank, kind of like a fish tank you might have at home, or a very large pen that sits out in the open ocean. So, why is aquaculture so important? Well, the obvious reason being that there are a lot of people on this planet and a lot of them eat seafood. So why isn't it enough for us to just catch these animals out in the wild? Well, before I answer that, we're going to play a game. For this game, you will need a flat surface, a timer, items to count such as dried beans, candy, or cereal, and something to grab these items with such as tweezers or chopsticks. You will also need the instructions and the worksheet for this game, which can be found in the link provided here. The first thing you're going to do is decide whether to be Group A or Group B. Usually this game is done with a class, so if you have your family, you can play with them, or if you are playing by yourself, start as Group A and then switch to Group B. In this video, I will be demonstrating a couple of rounds for both Group A and Group B, and you can continue more rounds on your own. For both Groups A and B, you will scatter 20 fish onto your area. Then you will take your collecting device, and when I say go, you have 15 seconds to collect as many fish as possible. Go. Try to use something difficult like chopsticks or tweezers so you don't end up taking all of the fish out of your ocean. Time's up. When time is up, count how many you have collected and record your results, and count how many remain. For round 2, Group A gets 1 fish for every fish remaining. Group B gets 20 fish added, no matter what. Spread your fish out and get ready for round 2. Go. Like I said, you don't want to take out all of the fish from your ocean. If you take them all out, you have less fish at the end of the game. Time's up. Remember to count how many you've collected and record your results. Repeat the process you did after round 1. where Group A got 1 fish for every fish remaining, and Group B got 20 fish. Repeat these for 2 to 3 more rounds. So after playing multiple rounds of the game, what did we notice? Well, even though both of the groups started with the same amount of fish, Group A should have noticed that their fish population decreased over time. Group A represents wild-caught fish. Group B should have noticed that their population increased steadily throughout the game. Group B is an aquaculture farm. Now, this might just be a game, but it is a trend that we are seeing with our global fish stocks. Currently, there are 7.8 billion people living on this planet, and that number is expected to increase to over 9 billion by the year 2050. With this expanding human population, it's imperative that we look elsewhere for food. Aquaculture is a solution. Thanks for joining the first episode of the at-home edition of the Sustainable Aquaculture Program. Make sure to follow Altasea on Instagram so you don't miss the boat on Project Blue and the rest of this video series. See you next time!